Welcome back. We're going to have ChessWhiz TV episode 447. I'm your host, Wiz. Today we're going to play a chess variant that's similar to chess. So I'm going to show off my chess skill because I only have one chess skill, which is hoping, in case you're wondering. But let's not get into that. Let's get into the variant. Pawns cannot capture toward the edges of the board. It's inward pawn chess. Today we're going to think about the inwardness of life, and we're also going to play chess. So let's go do that. I'll click play with a friend while I still have one, and we'll throw this link in the chat. Oh, I've got a challenge as well. Well, we'll start this way, and then we will see who's challenging us. Likely as not, the same person who's challenging right now is also going to click the link because on average, one people watches this show. So it's going to be that one guy. So let's see who it is. Tryhard Chess, one of my favorite tryhards. Let's put the link in the chat. And by that, I mean this link to the rules into this chat right here. And let's double check that he's okay with that, question mark. So pawns, let's say this one of these pawns here cannot capture in this direction. Particularly this pawn cannot capture over to the negative Z file. That's totally not allowed. And meanwhile, these pawns also can't capture outward. It's an inward focused chess game. Pawns can only capture inward. So of course, center pawns also have some kind of restriction. They can only capture toward the middle as well. So let's see what this means. This means pawns are worth less. So let's lose our pawns. Wait a minute. He can't capture me. Yes, I'm already winning because look, I've moved twice and he's only moved once, so I'm pretty much winning. That's pretty good. This is fun already. There's a lot of cool people in the chat right now, so if you're watching live at twitch.tv/ChessWhiz and you're like, well, he's saying some things and making some moves, but I'm not really fascinated by this show yet, check the chat room because there's people way smarter than I am, and by that I mean almost as smart as I am, and they're talking in the chat saying clever things like all the happiness is found inwards, exclamation mark. And I think that's pretty fun to read. Okay, so what I can do right now is push this pawn up here, which would be a horrible move, but I can do it. Let's try this. Because now he has a center pawn that can't capture outward, so I could basically promote this thing in just like 3 moves. Watch, 1, 2, and also captures knight. See how that's gonna work? Okay, so this is an inward capture. So I do have to watch out for that. Oh, yeah, blunder. He just blundered. I can't take this, of course. His queen, and I can't capture outward. See the blue? Blue is impossible, by the way. Anytime you see blue, just think impossible, and that'll help, you know, keep track of this kind of chess show where a lot goes on. Whoops, that's not blue. Hold on. Hold on. Never mind. That isn't really making things clearer, but approximately these errors represent what's going on in my head right now. Did I say errors? That's kind of not what I meant. What if I push this pawn? Then I will be attacking this pawn twice. Let's consider it. This is also calling for g4 to trap his bishop in. Like, yes, g4, of course. Look at that bishop. Ha, ha, ha. When a bishop is doing this behind a pawn, what we do is we call that a tall pawn because we like to say mean things to people who can't do much. And in this case, this bishop, yeah. So we're going to call it a tall pawn. It's acting like a pawn, and this is obnoxious. I can't advance now. Not that that would be a good move at all. But look at these 2 pawns. I'm going to lose one. Well, defend the more important one, of course. That's what I do. If there's like a missile that's about to hit my house, I defend the more important one, my laptop. Chess is very similar to a missile hitting your house. There's a few differences, such as the imminent death, but other than that, they're very similar. So I think we can draw a lot of helpful analogies from that. El Pony Salvage has a comment. He says, I like how you speak. Yeah, I like how I speak too. Thanks for that compliment. I'm going to take this pawn now just to show that I can capture things. I know it's been a while since I ever took anything of his, but we're going to do that. And then queen, of course. So overall, I'm happy with the fact that I'm about to lose my queen. That's making me happy because I'm kind of not right in the head. Just trying to explain that for you, okay? So I'm going to put my 2 rooks like this, and then the secret plan of ChessWhiz, which is only secret for us, you know, me and all you 100 people watching. Not, for example, my opponent, Tryhard Chess, who's listening to the stream, but I'm pretending like he's not. Not for him. For me, what I'm going to do is take advantage of the fact that I have no queen right now. Maybe that's bad that I have no queen. And I'm going to promote this pawn. Of course, it does look rather impossible to do that, but that's just because I don't have a queen. So calm down. Calm down. Everything's fine. Pawns can only capture inward, don't forget, which is this way, not this way. So that's not great for me. But this is great for me. This knight is as good as a queen. I actually think he should probably trade his queen for it right now to avoid the embarrassment of what this knight is going to do to him in the areas of checkmate and other areas such as... I guess all it's going to do is checkmate him, who cares? Okay. Then someone else in the chat says, I like how you capture things with your mouth. I don't think that's what he... Ooh, I need to defend that, right? Because I can't capture this way. But if I defend it, he takes, I take it, he takes. Oh no. Oh no, I have to do some thinking now. I don't often do that, so it's pretty... Okay. I'm out of time. Oh no! I might get second place in this game. Oh, he try-hard chess is out of time. Perfect. That is my secret weapon, of course, running out of time in a bad position. He's using my tactic against himself. Usually it's me. See how I keep my time behind my own head? Like, whatever it is back there. That's what my time is. I do that so that I don't know how much time I have, so that I can run out and then just claim like that was an accident when actually I'm just trying not to get checkmated. Because it's a lot more honorable to be like, where should I move? Bad luck, guys. I'm out of time, instead of being like, I don't know what to do, so I'll just flag. That's a little more embarrassing, so I don't mention that part. Let's see. Pawns can't capture outward, only inward, so this isn't a possibility right now. But in the future, after we're done playing this variant and we go back to chess, I'm definitely going to make that move. Let's see. This, by the way, opening is called the King's Gambit. It's called that because... Well, I don't know why. It's interesting. I'm thinking about this because I would be threatening to fork him. Let's be honest, I love forking people. And I love being honest. You can always tell, by the way, if I'm being honest, because my lips are moving. Yes. So I'm making this bad move. By the way, if you're trying to watch this show to become better at chess, that's a pretty stupid idea, because I basically teach you bad moves. Don't move moves like this. And here's why. I'll tell you why maybe that'll be helpful. First of all, in the beginning of a chess game, you should make good moves. And this is not good, okay? But other than, I can trade my knight, which has moved 3 times for, oh good, I accidentally moved here, for a bishop that's never moved. Don't do that, by the way. So in the beginning of a game, you should try to move all your things. Just try to get the game going, you know what I mean? Instead of just one very powerful piece once, like this queen, you could be like, I can come in here and checkmate you. Some beginners think that way. They lose by doing it, of course, but they do think that way. Don't move that way. Instead, select a piece that's never moved before. And when I say piece, I should point out that a pawn is not a piece. A pawn is not a piece, but a piece is a piece, just saying. So these things here, move them if they haven't moved yet in the beginning of the game, until they've all moved. So for example, this bad move. Why? I haven't moved this piece yet, so I'm going to obey my own rule here and move the piece. The reason is you want to use all your stuff, right? You don't want to be like, I've got money in the bank account, I'm not using it. You want to go out there, buy some chess boards, rent them out to Chess R Us, and get some income going. You want to use everything you've got. I haven't done that personally because reasons. Let's see. I'm under attack by a pawn that can capture inward. It's the worst kind of pawn. What if I were to go over here? What would you think of that? I think I am going to go that way. This square is not useful to me because my pawn can't capture outward. In fact, this whole attack is much more deadly than I would have anticipated, because none of my pawns can move outward, which is kind of problematic. Like, I can only capture this way. But wait a minute, he can't capture this way, so that's a free pawn. Fix for the fix pawn. I'll just send to him there. I'll send him a message of gloating. I love doing that. So what was I saying? Yeah, move each piece once. Just you want to use all your stuff. Okay, the other thing you want to do is not make threats that he can easily defend. That's what I call hoping chess. And at the start of the episode, when I said I had one skill, that's my one skill, is making threats that I hope they won't notice. Because I can look one move ahead if I really concentrate. I can be like, if I move here, then on my next move, I'm running out of time. Then on my next move, I can take his queen. That's called looking one move ahead, and I can do it. However, hold on, I'm about to get checkmated. Just a sec here. However, it's bad to do that. What you try to do is get skewered instead. Much better. Get yourself skewered. Let's try this. Since it's not actually defended, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? Don't you think? So he's also pinned. He can't take my rook. So that's a very interesting chess position here. Oh, he's moving things again. Let's try this, just to give the queen a little out. Oh, there's so much deadly stuff in here because his king's over here, so now he's just like, okay, here comes checkmate. What was I saying though? Something about hoping. Yes, I'm hoping that I'll win this game. So I'll go here. I'm almost out of time, so what I want to do right now is trade things because I took a free pawn, so I'm ahead. So now I just want to trade. If we trade all the things, he can't checkmate me because there's nothing. So that's the goal. Will this work? Make him look kind of silly for having done that. Let's see. This knight needs something better to do than sit around like this. Let's take this. Let's get some trades going here. See these tradings? They're happening. We're going to also take this just because to keep trading. That's the rule. And then we're going to capture here and just trade. Okay. With less on the board, it's less likely I'm going to be checkmated. And he's taking my pawns, but I don't care because I have to show. Ooh. That wouldn't be guarded. Let's go attack him. Okay, I've changed my mind. I'm not interested in trades. I'm interested in checkmating him. When one person castles king side and the other queen side, it's time to checkmate the opponent because you can basically just kind of attack. So that's what I'm doing. Let's just come down here and see how this goes. He's taking all these free pawns, but I'm kind of glad because now I can attack him through this area of the board. Through this area of the board, which is actually a beautiful... Oh no, I ran out of time. 0:00 point. Oh, my chair's blocking it. Oh, that's so disappointing. Oh, that's bad luck. You know, I was about to win this game too. Very honorable though to lose that way. That was very honorable. GG, try hard. That's enough games with you. I've got two opponents here, Game Genesis and Furf. I'm going to take the game with Game Genesis for one specific reason. We broadcast at 14 o'clock. Sorry. Did I say that right? We broadcast at 16 o'clock. That's 4 p.m. GMT on Sundays. And Game Genesis GG, the guy in this game right now, I know it's a guy because what girl would spend time with me? Game Genesis GG was on the Twitch stream before I was. I was like, oh, look, it's time to broadcast ChessWhiz TV again. I keep doing that. And then I went online to the broadcast ChessWhiz TV website and look, Game Genesis was there. He's like, hey, man, I'm already here. He didn't say that, but I just pretend like he did so that I could explain this story. Because look at this big rating. I can't wait to take some of his rating points in this rated blitz game of inward pawn chess. You guys wondering why my rating is this, by the way, 1723? I'm actually like a 2700 rated player. It's just that I play all my variants rated against you guys. And you guys are the most genius players. Also, I constantly run out of time. And for those two reasons, my rating is lower than it should be. So it's my turn right now. Great. It's always my turn. But if I move really fast, I want to push here, but let's be... Oh, I should put the bishop this direction. What am I doing with this weird hat shape? What am I doing with this weird hat shape? You know, every day I wake up and I ask myself that. I'm like, huh? This weird hat shape again. It's because I have it on the wall next to my bed. This hat shape. Not sure how to continue this train of thought. At first I thought I had a free bishop, and then I remembered I don't. That's interesting. So I think pawn storms are more powerful in its variant because the defending pawns can't capture outward. But, you know, the attacking pawns can't either, so maybe I'm wrong. But it's it's very, very good to think maybe you're wrong because the chances are you're wrong. In fact, if you think anything, which I try not to, but in general, sometimes it happens. Oh, what if I push here? I'm going to do it because this pawn's getting hard to defend. It's not great, by the way, to push this pawn because I'm demonstrating how to play chess by making the wrong moves. I hope you can appreciate that. These two pawns side by side are super strong. You should try to get two pawns side by side in the center of the board up on the fourth rank like this because this one's attacking, let's do green, this way, and this one's attacking this way and this way. It makes a wall of coolness right here in this yellow zone. But now that I've pushed, it's like a wall of inferiority. Ooh, don't do that. Hold on, I have to do some thinking now. It's very difficult for me. I'm running out of time as well. The knight is defending this bishop. So what if I were to take... No, I can't. This is so difficult. Let's just do right here and see what happens. Oh, no. Apparently that's going to happen. Okay, well, let's go do right over here. The game's not over yet because I haven't run out of time. That happens a little bit later. So I think things are okay right now. Yeah, so when I push this pawn, oh, it's great that this guy's defending this guy. I mean, that's great, right? But I don't have any attacks on light squares anymore, so it's inferior, which means worse. So it's actually better to keep these two pawns like this. Yeah, for sure. Okay, my opponent's made a move, so it's my turn. Hold on, guys. Hold on. My plan now is to make super good moves, and then he'll resign. So let's see what I can do along those lines. Is that going to do it? Oh, I moved my pawn one square forward. Watch out, man. I'm coming. This is called the pawn advancement strat. I just named it. He's trading things. Okay, I'm happy with my queenside space, that's for sure. And now I'm not happy that I'm forked. That's kind of rude. But that's okay. Because think about it. I can still walk, talk, I can breathe. I've got a lot of things here. I know I don't have my queenside rook, but there's still some things I have. I even have hair on the back of my head, which I'm not going to have pretty soon. So there's still some reasons to be encouraged. But what's interesting about this position right now, besides the fact that I'm currently in it, which is, by the way, the most interesting part, is that my bishop can't attack his bishop. It can only do other bishopy things like move diagonally in squares that his bishop cannot reach. That's actually a very interesting aspect of this chess position. Here's why. Here's why that's interesting. Oh, I have another bishop. Never mind. Opposite color bishops often lead to powerful attacks, but not if you have another bishop. That's just embarrassing. So never mind about all that. Let's talk about something new. Have you ever considered the fact that you cannot remember the time before you were born? Well, that's not very interesting. Since you hadn't had a brain at the time and you remember things in your brain, that's not particularly remarkable. However, let's take it up a notch. Do you consider the fact, or have you ever considered the obvious fact, this is defending this, by the way. This is not defending this, by the way. So there is some non-defending going on in here. The obvious fact that you do not remember being born. Even though you're pretty sure you were born, you don't remember it. Ah, I don't want all this stuff to happen. And I'm running out of time. You can't see my clock. I'm cleverly covering that so that I'm not embarrassed when I run out of time. But I have 8 seconds there behind my head. And this is just going badly. Really badly. The problem, of course, is this bishop is not defended. And it's doing nothing. So let's try to improve this by doot. And then, oh, it's not doing anything over here either. Where do I need to get it to? Right here. Okay, let's see if that can happen. Nope. Okay. Bishop is so bad. What if I were to promote this pawn? What then? What then, sucker? Okay, that looks like that. Let's do this, and then there's that trade, and then... man. I'm going to trade here. The reasoning being with this guy and this guy together. This is a guy, in case you're wondering. I will get checked forever. Maybe that'll be a draw. I'll hopefully chase this rook away and promote a pawn into another queen. I could use a second queen. I've never met anyone who doesn't want 2 queens, if you know what I mean. So let's just keep moving back and forth here and go for the draw. Let's see. Time is of the essence, according to my opponent. Interesting statement. Oh. He's going to defend it this way. So let's try that instead. Oh, pretty spicy move because I can check him out. I'm losing. That's too bad. But hey, and now I'm not losing. He is in some trouble now. Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you for making bad moves. Let's see what trouble I can cause. This check is now quite deadly, I think. How can he defend that threat? Let's give him some time. Always add time to your opponent when you're about to win. Never, by the way, if it's like a complicated position or something, because that might lead to your demise. So instead, just add time when you're going, want more time to gloat. That's when you should add. Oh no, my gloating session is almost over. This button should fix that. All right, let's do some more gloating here. Oh, it looks like I'm about to win this game, because how is he going to prevent this greenish colored move right now? I don't think he can do that. He's about to lose everything he's got. Now, one thing he could do is queen here defending the rook, but looks like he'd be checkmated. Let's add some time here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It looks like I have to play that move I was planning all along. Oh, he's almost out of time. Oh, okay. He proposes a take back. That sounds good to me. Why don't you spend a little more time wondering about how I ever got this smart? Uh-oh. Scorpilion is now following me on Twitch. If you're watching right now on Twitch, don't follow. It creeps me out when people follow. Don't do that. Yeah, I think I do win this game. Whoa, this is so weird. I'm winning a chess game. Okay, what do I do now? I'll take this queen, maybe. It's tempting anyway. Let's give him some time here. Okay, that's the last time. I've had enough gloating. Eventually, you're like, you know what? Okay, so I'm rich. What am I going to do with my life now? And then you get depressed. So you better stop doing that eventually. Oh, he says, should have drawn. Yeah. Y apostrophe, whatever that is, semicolon, EAH. Let's give Game Genesis one more game because he's that kind of guy, and then we'll play a new opponent. I have two challengers right now. Both my friends are online, so let's see who's challenging while we play. It's Furf and X and Awesome, both excellent people. There's like 5 excellent people in the world. It's pretty lucky that all of them are watching the show right now. That is fortunate indeed. What if I push the here? This is a pretty bad move, but what we've got going right now is called the Gioco Piano, so let's try this trick. And then this trick. I wonder if the fact that we can't capture toward the side of the board, it's going to change this at all. Like, for example, the fact that I'm not attacking this bishop. Hopefully that won't matter. It might not, of course. You never know with bishops. They're so diagonal. Okay, there's comments in the chat. Fortunate, according to an opponent. It's a good comment. Maybe it's not a previous life, just that you judge your life as something smaller than what you currently see. It's a good thing I don't read these comments because they don't make any sense. Pesky diagonal movement. That one I get. I get that all the time. I like moving diagonally. By the way, if you're wondering if moving diagonally is fun, after you're done watching this, not now, by the way, but after you're done, like in like hours, because I know what you do. You go on YouTube, you open up ChessWhiz TV, and then you click the little gear right down there. You click that gear, and you're like, speed, and then you click 0.25, because you really like to watch in slow motion. So it's going to be about an hour or two before the show is over. When it's done, then you should just, for the rest of the day, move diagonally only. Like, no walking forward. That's the rule. You have to, every step, by the way, this is how you do this. You have 2 legs, hopefully, not all of you, but most. You step across the front foot. And then the other foot, it either has to continue in that diagonal motion, or if you would prefer to move forward, which a lot of people like moving forward, what you have to do is you have to move the next foot across the other foot like this. Okay, so you're like walking like this, each foot crossing in front of the other. That represents the diagonal movement of a bishop moving down the hall like this. Okay, bishops can do that, and your feet can do that too. So for the entire day, you have to do that. And by the end of the day, you will be amused and annoyed. I challenge you to do that. Just because I don't really care if you ruin your own life. I don't even know you, so I think you should definitely try that out and enjoy doing it. It's really fun, by the way. Especially if you're like trying to impress your boss and you're at work and you're walking around like that. Bosses love that, by the way. They love people who walk like that. So definitely do that. I'll show you how cool it is. This isn't going very well, is it? Guess I should have focused on the chessboard instead of imagining you walking around your workplace like that. Huh. Well, it was good while it lasted. It does seem to be something going on here in this square, in this circle. Doesn't look great, does it? I guess I'll resign. There's 30 seconds on my clock. I don't want to wait 30 seconds to accidentally run out of time. Let's see. Let's play with Furf. He's been very patient. Good game, by the way. That was fun. But this game, I'm gonna watch the chessboard, so see if you can beat me when I do that. Let's see. There's a comment in the chat that says I had knight e5 check. That must have been while my knight was still on the board. Yeah, I don't like to regret the past. It was a royal fork, capturing a queen for free. If you want to go back there and look at that, hey, this is a good move. When he played queen g4, I could have played knight e5, forking the king on f7 and the queen on g4, picking up his queen for free, but that would be kind of rude, so instead I just let him checkmate me, because I'm a pretty nice guy when you get down to it, which doesn't happen often. So if I play here, my rook's defending that, so he won't take it, and then I can capture toward the center. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. It's bad, by the way. The reason it's bad is what I mentioned, which is you should move something that hasn't moved yet. And pawn on the side of the board doesn't need to move. It's not a piece. We talked about that. And so you should really be moving specifically this thing so you can castle. Oh no, I messed up. I should have taken that pawn. That would have been so fun. Let's offer him a take back. Oops, I have a better idea. Winking face. Let's see if he goes for it. Hey, guy, if you give me that take back, your life will be worse because I'll take that pawn. Don't you want a really worse life? Seems like some people do. I've been thinking about life recently for the last lifetime, and I've concluded that the things that are pleasant to do are less beneficial. Oh, too late. That's very fair. Very, very fair. Very fair. Are less beneficial than the things that are not as pleasant. That's super weird. Why would life be that way? But just think in the area of eating. For example, eating food that's delicious, such as chocolate and sugary cookies, and surviving. Those don't go together very well. That's weird, isn't it? It's interesting. I'm not 100% sure. Now, whenever I say this, by the way, there's this one guy in the chat who's like, no, I love eating kale salad, and I really like Brussels sprouts. And I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, go away. And now it's true because you don't exist. Everyone else thinks it's true. Truth is kind of defined by what everyone thinks, so there's no problem there. Oh, is he going to capture anything important? Nah. So after I thought about that for a while, I had no answers. It's typical for me. And then I thought, hey, it's true for exercise too. Like, I love sitting around and eating fatty things and watching TV. That's not as healthy as going outside in the rain and running around. I wonder why. Of course, I didn't know. Don't know a lot, but I mean, it makes sense that moving around would be healthy, and being stagnant and sitting around would be unhealthy, because if you stop moving, that's a sign you're dead. So that makes sense. But the mystical part of it, I'm going to get this bishop in here before it just gets completely trapped. The mystical part of that situation is that it's way more fun to sit around than to go work out. Now, of course, there's that one guy in the chat who's like, I love working out. I work out 6 days a week, and my favorite thing to do is pick up heavy objects. I'm like, go away. Obviously, that's not my favorite thing to do because of how I look right now. I'm rather scarecrowish. I get that comment all the time. He looks like a skeleton. It's one of my favorite comments. This guy came in during the chat. He's like, hey, I have a comment for you. You look like a skeleton. That was a great day. That's why I still remember it. So obviously picking up heavy things is not what I do in my spare time, but some people, some crazy people, right? But for the rest of us, why is it? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I can imagine a life where all the cool and fun things to do are also the beneficial things to do. Video games versus working. Which one is more fun for you? There's this one guy who's like, yeah, you know what I like to do? Get up super early. I exercise my muscles, and then I go to work, and I'm there all day. My life is great. But not for me. What I would rather do, I mentioned that part, like play some video games. Like, you know what I like? No, because I haven't told you. And what's happening? My bishop's getting trapped. Oh, I should watch this. I should watch this chess position as I decay. Literally, if I go here, he can take it for free because I can't capture outward. He can capture inward. Did I just get my own bishop trapped? This is bad. I could check him. That would delay the capture for one move. OOPPPS winking face. What does that mean? I'm almost out of time, too. What does that mean? Some kind of blunder has been made. I think the bishop is trapped. It's bad for me, but it's good for him. It's definitely good for him. So, you know, overall, the net effect is pretty balanced. I shouldn't be really worried about this at all. I mean, for every bishop of mine that gets trapped, he traps a bishop, which is pretty good. I mean, how often do you get to trap a bishop, right? It's not every game, so overall, this is pretty good. I'll try this kind of lever thing. I'm not going to do any lever. Look at these bad pawns. I'll leave his tall pawn right there. And let's just keep playing chess here for a bit. What I see is that he has 2 straight moving things in this area, but I have 3 that can contribute to this file. So what I would like to do is get the 3rd one. Oh, his bad bishop is coming out. Obnoxious. Let's not trade. I don't want to trade with that bad bishop. Let's move back here. So what I'll try to do is take over this file. And then I'll take advantage of the fact that he has a knight and I don't. Not sure how I'll do that, but I'm definitely going to do it. To come in here and wreak havoc. Here's my idea. You like it? So do I. Here I come. Normally, it'd be like, look at that. I've pinned your pawn. You cannot capture me. But now it's like, pawns can't capture to the outside. Duh. So it's pretty similar. Bishop h2 check. King f2. Queen g3 check. Nothing is taking the queen. What is this Quiz guy? I think he's got good chess moves or something. Rook could have taken for free earlier in this game, so it shouldn't have been there. You guys have weird stuff to say. That's what I think. All this better move finding. Stop it. I don't want to hear about these better moves you found. I'm busy promoting a pawn. Last game, 2 games ago, I promoted a pawn, super promoted. It was very promoted. Look at this. I hope he takes my bishop. Oh, no, he didn't take my bishop. I need to get that bishop out of there because he's gonna play there. I need to start going after this. Yeah, this is still good. It's hard to win when you're down a knight. That's what's hard. And I am down a knight, so this is very hard. No comment. Yeah, this is very bad. Shouldn't have traded those bishops, but I don't know if I could help it. Well, what an anticlimactic ending to the show. I mean, I started off with all these super clever, witty things I said. Remember all those funny things I said? Oh, I loved those. And now, just a bunch of bad chess moves. Definitely inferior. I should say more funny things. Got any ideas? Oh, fork his queen. Nope. Pin his queen. Yeah. Pin his queen. Okay, that was pretty funny. Okay, just took his queen here. That's good. Now that I've got his queen, I think I can just win. Fantastic. Any cheating that's happened recently? No, these been toward inward captures. This is good. What do you think? Check him? I can check this guy. Oh, this is such a great game. Now that I'm winning. What if I fork it? Fork this? Oh, maybe I should just fork this guy. Yeah, let's fork him. Oh, even better than checking. Every now and then there's a move that's better than checking the opponent. It's pretty rare, but when it happens and you notice it, it's good stuff. LOL, royal pin. Royal pin. Yes, that's what that's called. That was funny. Furf. White resigned. Good game, Furf. I am almost out of time. In fact, really, the show should be ending because I don't have enough time to spend time with you guys. But let's just consider that one more game's happening. Furf wants a rematch, but at the same time, X and Awesome, super patient, Eric 002 just showed up and he's like, guys, I should be in the front of the line because I'm here. And then Level Zen, who I've never heard of, he challenges me to 3+2. Level Zen, have you never seen ChessWhiz TV before? Have you noticed that, what, 1+5? Every game except this one is 1+4? Casual? No, I'm not going to play you, Furf. Nice try. 1+5 casual? That's not going to happen. Okay, we need a random number between 1 and 2. 2. Okay, 2. Now we'll count up from the bottom. Oh, Eric, you didn't get selected. Too bad. Kind of just avoided you there. I'm going to decline your challenge. I really love you, but not in that way. So we're going to just take this one game. And then that's the end of the show. It's simply a limitation of time. Certainly not a limitation of my love. I have an expansive reservoir of love that I rarely reveal. Because it's a little too much for most people. There are certain societal norms that people have. So if you just go into a room and express how you really feel, they get a little uncomfortable. So I have to kind of hold it in. You know how it is. I'm sure this happens with you also. You know, you have to restrain yourself. Yes, of course. Okay, final game here. Miss Anthrop87. Did you hear that ding, by the way? That's Miss Anthrop87 following on Twitch. I told you not to follow. Maybe he came in after I told you. Don't follow on Twitch. It makes me uncomfortable. Also, YouTube. Actually, on YouTube, that would be great because if we get like 10 or 20 more followers, I guess they're called subscribers, per month, if we can increase the rate by 10 or 20, you know what we're going to be at? 0. Because believe it or not, the YouTube channel is declining in subscribership right now because apparently what people don't love to do is to watch a maniac play really slow, bad chess for hours. I'm confused by that. That's why I keep streaming it, but apparently not everyone wants that. So whatever. We seem to get this same position over and over and over as well. That's very interesting. So I'm going to go for a kingside attack. In fact, what I'm going to do here, I'll tell you this because I can see the future with my future seeing, is I'm going to castle queenside and utilize my rooks to... Wait a minute. Is he going queenside? Wait a minute, X and Awesome. What do you think you're... Oh, kingside. Okay, I'm going to go queenside. If he had gone this way, I would have to go this way just so that I could checkmate him. But let's go over here, and now let's win. So, did you see his kings over here? It's about to be mated by all of this massive stuff that I've just circled right now. Here it comes. What do you think H3 is the best first move here? Or just start right off with the G4. Lose the pawn. Lose the pawn, lose the game. That's my slogan. It's my tagline. ChessWhiz TV. Lose the pawn, lose the game. I got to keep working on that. It's not quite right. Probably the ChessWhiz is not quite right. Why am I named ChessWhiz? What a stupid name. No one can spell it either. Because obviously they tried W-I-Z because I'm a chess wizard. But no, I'm a chess whiz because I'm constantly urinating while I play chess. Oh, look, a free knight. Huh. Okay, so now that I'm ahead of knight, I guess I'll continue with my plan of checkmating him. Let's give him some time here. Is he gonna... This is so anticlimactic. He was about to run out of time. He didn't, of course. But he almost did. So he's mobilizing some defensive pieces here, but he's outnumbered in this area. These knights are non-participatory, but the rest of this stuff, all of my things, I got 5 things right here, are outnumbering his 4 things by a significant quantity, such as 1, which is a lot when you're considering things on the chessboard. Got another challenge. We're going to decline that. Leza Zupi Karavigo. He challenged me to rated 1+3. 1+3, that's not my thing. So let's checkmate this guy now. And then we'll call it a show. Next episode's going to be so much fun. Oh, we're out of time. Excellent. Awesome. That's too bad. That's my strategy, by the way. Oh, I was about to mate you out of time. That's what you say right now. But you don't have a microphone or an internet stream right now. So I'll just imagine you're saying that. And I'll be like, yeah, right. You were losing. Okay, so next episode, we're going to play such a fun chess variant. It's going to be more fun than this one. It's called King Doesn't Move Out of This Area Chess. It's pretty fun. King, Palace King, whatever it's called. It's going to be fun. Thanks for watching. This has been ChessWhiz TV.